Pistol. NFL time. You like the mask? Keeping with the Halloween tradition? Keep in mind, it's very hot inside this mask. I don't know how much longer I can take it. And I can't fucking read. Hold up. At London, underdog Tampa Bay getting one against Chicago Bears. No one's a home team here. London is the home team. I'm taking Tampa Bay, the underdog, with the 1 points. Washington, -2.5 at Carolina. I'm taking Carolina. Washington is done. Mike Shanahan is garbage. He's done. The Jets at home, getting 2 against the Chargers. Too goddamn hot. Can't take it. I can't take it. Taking the Chargers. Ain't no doubt in my mind Chargers win that game. Jets got no offense. Chargers got a high-powered offense. They ain't going to be able to keep up with them. Guaranteed. Seattle. How are the Browns favored every game this year? -3 at home against Seattle. I'll tell you why. Seattle's that bad. I have a feeling Cleveland's going to really beat this team pretty bad this week. I have a feeling they're going to come out of the fucking doldrums. I think they're going to come out and win this game. But if they don't win this game, it is time to release McCoy, not just bench him, release him. No one wants him. Houston, getting 3 at Tennessee. Tennessee just got shellacked by the Steelers. I like Houston in this game. At Tennessee, getting 3 points. I like Houston. Denver -1.5 at Miami. Dolphins ain't got to win. They're starting Tebow, this and that. Dolphins are going to be pumped for that game, and guess what? They're going to cover. They're going to win. They're going to cover. Atlanta -3.5 at Detroit. Is Jim Schwartz going to chase after what's his name? Mike Smith? Is he going to chase after him like a little boy tugging on his shoe? Yeah, you can't do it. You can't do it. I like the Falcons. I like the Falcons to win this game outright. I wouldn't be shocked if Detroit went 8-8. Really wouldn't. They're a good team, but I wouldn't be shocked if they went 8-8. Remember, you heard that here right now from this chair, this date, 10/20th, whatever. Remember that. Remember that. Kansas City -4.5 at Oakland. Carson Palmer probably getting his first start. Probably be rusty at the beginning against Kansas City. Interdivisional game. They're getting 4.5 on the road at the Black Hole. I like Carson Palmer to come out on top and cover. I do. The Raiders ain't shown me nothing the last week against Cleveland. They really didn't because Cleveland sucks. Cleveland was in position to win that game if they had a quarterback. God, it's a nightmare. We're talking about the Browns. Mr. Watson says hello. Anyway, Arizona getting 3.5 at home against Pittsburgh. This is tricky because I believe the Steelers, everyone, even though the experts agree with me, the Steelers are on the decline. Cardinals right now ain't really looking that good. They got Larry Fitzgerald, a rematch of the Super Bowl 3 years ago, 2 years ago, whatever. Guess what? I like the Cardinals with the points to win the game outright. I really do. 4 o'clock schedule, or start 2, by the way. St. Louis -12.5 at Big D, Dallas. Romo, choke that. Choke that. But guess what? They're going to slaughter that inept, pathetic St. Louis Rams team. You know, you might as well be as worse as Cleveland. I mean, your quarterback ain't even doing nothing this year. Of course, he ain't got an offensive line help, this and that. He's got problems. But guess what? You're going to get routed. You're going to get embarrassed. Minnesota getting 9 at home against Green Bay. Guess what? Aaron Rodgers reminds me of myself just to be, boys! Packers going to win that game big. They're starting a rookie to Ponder out there in Minnesota, I believe. Yeah, you know what? I was wrong about McNabb. You know, I thought McNabb still had life left to him. I said Reed, whatever, messed up. Guess what? You were right all along. Indianapolis getting 14 at New Orleans. Dome teams, this, that, both dome teams. You got a garbage quarterback. Peyton Manning-less Colts, this and that. Guess what? Saints are going to rebound after that tough loss they suffered last week. They're going to cover. They're going to blow this team out. And the Monday night at Jacksonville getting 7.5 against Baltimore at home. Jacksonville played the Steelers tough last week. Almost had a chance to win that game at the end. I am going to take the Ravens. They're going to suffocate They're going to show why they're better defensively than the Steelers. I'm not going to say they're better offensively, because Roethlisberger is by far head and shoulders above whatever that kid's name is, Flacco, who, by the way, has regressed every year since he came into the league, in my opinion, in my Factinion. But Baltimore, that being said, Baltimore is going to win this game and cover. It's a fact of life that you have to accept. 7.5 points, this and that, you're thinking, they're going to cover. Because I said so. And those are my football picks this week. The Cleveland Browns, if they don't win decisively, I'm not looking for a 21-18 game. I'm looking for a decisive victory. I'm going to make an announcement this channel after the game. Stay tuned. Chargers phone up. Because I want it charged.